This is the all-new Volkswagen Phideon, the all-new upper-class sedan from Volkswagen, and this review is today on Autogefühl, your number one resource for in-depth car reviews and your number one community to discuss cars with Thomas. Glad that you joined here again, and we have a special episode from Geneva right here, from the Geneva Motor Show, and we have more Geneva episodes here as well. This one here, you might ask, what is it really? And well, it's a kind of a mix between the Passat and the Phaeton. You know, the Phaeton will be running out, will be no more soon. There's no real predecessor, no real successor then for the Phaeton. This one is kind of a successor. It will only be available in China. That is the strategy so far, because the Phaeton was highly unsuccessful kind of everywhere around the world except in China. So it didn't really make money. They lost money with the Phaeton. This one should obviously change it now with the focus on China. And you see, well, it looks a little bit like a Passat, but also features some new design elements. For example, we get a stronger accentuation of this design line here, and we also see it in other new Volkswagen models. That it's not all just horizontal, but here has a step in further. For the Chinese market, you know, I've been in Beijing at the motor show in 2014, and that was also a big topic that for the Chinese customer, they always try to include as much, you know, visual sign also for what is inside. And therefore, here, not only in the rear, also the front already says V6. And sometimes you see Chinese-built cars in manufacturing, for example, it was German. Then you got behind like that length of all the stuff that, you know, the car is about, or that is in the car. I think it's very beautiful, definitely. Has a resemblance with the Passat, of course, sets some new design language. You can take a side profile look right here because, you know, the car is very long. For motion, it says also on the side, it's a all-wheel drive. V6 TSI turbo petrol engine beneath the hood. As far as my information goes, about 300 horsepower. I will check right here from here what kind of rims we got. 19-inch in this very special new color scheme. Let's look at the rear. And the special thing about this one here, that's what I meant. Here it says 480 V6 Phideon. Then the Chinese letters for that one here. Quite interesting rear. See that the higher part is overlapping the lower part here, and you know the stressing of the name. What does Phideon mean? It's you know from a goddess of fidelity taken from ancient times, and well, that should also tell us something about the model. But of course, well, to me it doesn't tell so much about the model, to be honest. But I like the design really, and a very interesting thing, on a technical level, is this one is the first Volkswagen that sits on the new MLB. Short German course. We at the Volkswagen Corporation we get MLB and MQB. MLB is the modular longitudinal building platform. MQB is the modular Querbaukasten. It means it's not long, but you know, wide building platform from Volkswagen. So this one for the compact models, the MLB for the longer models, for example, at Audi, the Q7 and also the A4 sit on this MLB. This one here, well, it kind of will be probably like a new A6, because the new Audi A6 will also be on this new MLB building platform, for example. However, this one will be built not only for China, but also in China. Cooperation with one of the two Chinese manufacturers they have there in, because you know there are two joint ventures from Volkswagen in China. Then let's take a look inside. We have this comp style on the inside of the seats, and well, the interior even more looks like Passat, which is not bad because Passat is very beautiful from the inside. You see a blue light here from the ambient lighting. It's a really nice style. What do you think about that interior? It's not a real revolution, but I could very well imagine that this works very well in China as well. And you can also see on the rear how long the door is really, because in China it's also very important that you have a lot of space on the rear of the seats, and it's also, of course, about status when the car is longer than. I'll just take a seat in the front, see how that one plays out and how my impression is. Also, if you compare it then to other cars, and yeah, you basically get a Passat impression definitely here. You see the design panels, which we can see here. Those have this wood style with the glossy surface on right there, and the middle part looks a little bit strange because this automatic shifting, this hasn't been before right here, and this is a little bit new to me. But everything else, the analog clock, for example, also the infotainment screen, it's also rather taken from the Passat. The top of the dashboard is not well. It looks like it would be leather red, but I think it's still plain of plastic. But you know, it's a little bit softened up. That's interesting. And they have created this kind of stitching style that it looks even more luxurious. And we got a huge panoramic view in here. So it's nothing that we see totally new from a visual part. But as I said, beneath here, as we have the new platform, that one is really completely new. And sometimes, you know, the thing is, some cars really look totally new from the outside, but they are not from the inside. Some other cars, they don't look so new from the outside, but they're really new from the inside. That is the case here for the all-new Volkswagen Phideon, which we will not see. But I think, well, okay, also interesting. But I think, well, it doesn't really matter if we don't get this car, because the market for such a limousine is maybe also just in a very high-class luxury market. And as we've seen with the Phideon, even if the Phideon is, for example, a good car, hardly anyone bought it because they say, okay, I'll just buy an S-Class or buy a BMW 7 Series. We can take a look at the rear now, because obviously it is free. First, you take just a look inside. And that reminds me of Audi A8, especially from this middle panel there, where you can also control the temperature. Really looks A8 style to me. And of course, you have a lot of space for your knees. You know, I'm 1.86 m in height, and I got a lot of knee space here, definitely. Rear seat entertainment adapter is right in here. And well, I would rather prefer this one than, you know, maybe this new Bentley Mulsanne we've shown you in another Geneva review, because this one is still, you know, controllable. It feels, you know, you can feel at home here rather than, you know, than being in a total different world, for example. And this middle part here, well, you can control the seats and stuff. And well, if you control the knobs, even though it's you know, not a really final version here right now, everything feels kind of very high class. You see your beverage holders right in here. And you can, for example, for a chauffeur car, like we've seen in Skoda Superb, also electronically control the co-driver seat right here. You can style it in the front and back. And there are also some other options, for example, right here. Let's see if we can get it out. Some table. I'm not sure if it's not holding right there. But that's, you know, that's not really unusual, because in those pre-production cars or motor show cars, not everything is working. There it is. It looks kind of weird at the moment. But that's also one of the reasons sometimes where we are not allowed to get inside a car, because something is still pre-fixed kind of, and then they, of course, don't want it to be seen. But you know, we at Autogefühl always deliver you an as authentic insight into the cars, be it pre-production models or final production models. And I hope you liked our insight here of this car. Most of you that have watched the review probably will not ever be able to buy. But still, it's interesting to see such a car. And if you're one of our friends from China watching, and this one will be more relevant to you, put it in the comments. I'm really looking forward to hear your opinion on that one. Thank you very much for watching Autogefühl with Thomas. Join us for more Geneva Motor Show episodes. Will all be linked in the playlist we have for the Motor Show. Just visit our channel, it's there, or also always check out the video description and give us some thumbs up if you liked our videos, and subscribe if you haven't done so far. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.